everyone, welcome to a new episode of Unscripted. I'm your host, Fayth, and for today's show, I'm over in West Toledo checking out the new locally owned business, Inspired Lumber Workshop. Let's go check it out. All right, so now I am in one of the classrooms at the workshop, and with me right now is co-owner Anna Collin. Anna, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great.
Me too. I'm excited to be here. But before we get started, for the people watching at home, if they don't know what Inspired Lumber Workshop is, let's talk about it.
Awesome. Inspired Lumber Workshop is a membership-based wood shop and creative space. So we have all the tools. Think of this as a gym membership, but with power tools and crafty stuff.
Awesome.
And so we really want to make woodworking and crafting accessible to everybody. And so with the membership component to our business model, you can come in and utilize all of our tools. You don't have to worry about buying those expensive tools or finding a home for them within your own space. You can come in and utilize ours. But then we also have classes. Our classes are really popular. They're open to everybody, so anybody can come in without having to be a member. We have wood shop classes, think high school wood shop, but much cooler. You can make a cutting board or a farmhouse table, a campfire chair, whatever it might be. And then we also have our crafting classes. So you can come in and we have our nailed it classes that are what we're gonna do here that require the use of modest power tools, nail guns, stapler, power staplers, sanders, that type of thing. And then we have our quick and crafty. Lots to do here, and my favorite place is the marketplace. So as we're making things and our members are making things, they can come down here. It's open to the public, they can come in and buy. So as we're getting ready to go into the holidays, make sure to support local artists and come in and shop at the workshop.
So whatever we make here, could I put it out in the storefront and someone buy from me, or that's not how that works?
If you're a member.
If you're a member.
Yes, you can. If you're not a member, it's one of the benefits of membership. You become a member, you can sell your stuff here.
So yeah, get your membership so you can make a little cash, you know what I mean?
Yep.
But yeah, and also, just in case I missed it, absolutely no experience required because I have none, and I'm about to build something really cool. What are we about to make today?
We are about to make a wooden cookie wreath. So wooden cookies are basically just slices of cookie. You're finding them, they're very popular. People are using them as coasters, various other pieces and parts of other crafting things. Very popular in the wedding industry right now. If you have a fallen limb from a special tree or something that means a lot, you can bring it in. And as long as it's usable, we could make something fun and beautiful out of it.
All right, well, let's get started.
All right.
I'm gonna put my GoPro on so folks at home can see exactly what I see.
So while you're doing that, we are going to be using hot glue.
Okay.
And super glue. So I'm gonna ask you to put your gloves on.
All right.
And although we do have an antidote to super glue, which is beautiful.
Yeah.
Because I always get it on me.
Yeah.
This is always a nice way to protect.
Yeah, better not to get that. All right. Gloves are on.
Gloves are on. Okay, so what we're gonna do is your base of your wreath, you wanna have all basically the same heights of your cookies, which we're trying to get more uniform in size.
Yeah.
Because that way when we put the second layer on, you can use the second layer as your glue, essentially. So I think when we kind of looked at this earlier, we have a pretty decent base.
Yeah.
Unless you wanna change anything, you can change it now.
Let's see. Is that okay? This one's a little taller, but
you can swap it out if you want to. We can put another one in there. Here's another that size.
Oh yeah, those fit. Yeah. Perfect. Great. Sorry, guys. Gotta move you over.
You're out. Yeah. So if you are good, this one has a little bit of height difference, but I think we're probably pretty good to go there.
A little texture. Yeah. Art's not about being perfect, right?
Right. Then the big key with this is that you have to have one of the pieces has to cross over the other two pieces in order for it to adhere. Now, glue is great, but we're also going to reinforce this with a power stapler. So when we're all done, we'll have it all glued on.
Okay.
We're gonna flip it over and then reinforce it.
All right, so We glued everything on. Now what's the next step?
Okay, so now that we've glued everything on, we have flipped your wreath over because it is pretty solid.
Okay, yeah.
The glue makes it nice and solid, but we just want to make sure that it doesn't fall apart, right? So we're going to secure it with a staple gun.
Alrighty.
All right, so you have received the basic training on a staple gun, which everybody will get if they come in for the nailed it classes to actually utilize these safely. But we are donning our safety glasses now, which is a very important piece of this.
Okay.
So just as a reminder, you want to make sure to hold it nice and steady.
Yep.
Perpendicular to the pieces, and where the yellow goes down, you want to press that down and shoot the trigger. But you want to have it just, remember the nails or the staple's going to come down just behind the yellow.
Right.
So you're spacing.
So
Go, yep, that's perfect.
boom.
Perfect.
Ah, it's a little scary at first, but
It did not go in.
no, it didn't even go in. It was just, it was smoking us.
Try it again.
All right. All right, level. Oh, I have to restart every time.
Yep. Do it again. It takes a minute. What is going on? May I?
Yep. You gotta put some pressure into it.
Put some pressure into it.
I wasn't putting pressure into it.
And don't be afraid of the hissing. That's just the air compressor component.
Okay.
To it. That's what that noise is too, because it uses air, compressed air behind it to make it function.
Oh, so I did start that.
You did.
I did. I kicked. Okay.
Yep.
Well, that's okay.
So you're going to want to go right over here.
All right.
And remember, you want to make sure that you're hitting it where you're getting the piece underneath. Otherwise,
So right here.
Yep.
All right. All right. I'm not scared now.
There you go.
Look what happens when you're not scared.
Okay. So 4. Okay, bring it over. So I want you to lay the yellow right here on the edge so that it's right behind it. Because if you see, you just have a small little lip underneath it.
All right.
So right on the, there you go.
Oh, shoot.
It's all good.
All right.
One more time.
One more time. Third time's a charm.
Awesome.
I did it.
You did
See?
it.
Third time is a
All
charm.
right. Let's just keep going because we have knocked some of that glue loose. Okay.
Okay.
So right there.
All right. I got this. Okay. Third time's a charm for me.
There you go.
See? I'm getting it. I'm getting
So
it.
you want.
Nice and stable.
All right. So now we get to, I'd start with a ribbon. Okay. So
Okay.
you have opted for purple, right? So
Yes.
some tones of purple in your thing. So actually, let's just look at your colors first, so that
Okay.
way you can choose. So you were deciding between a few purple. So when you're designing, you should always go in odds rather than in evens.
All right.
So when it comes to not so much in leaves, but in flowers, those focal points on your stuff, you should always look at odd amounts.
Okay.
3, 5, whatever it might be. So kind of looked at some different colors. You kind of pre-chose some colors to go together
Sticking in the purple family.
in the purple family.
All right.
And then you also opted to use one of the pre-cut words,
Bless.
bless. God love Hobby Lobby, and they have great seasonal stuff, so we just repurposed and painted. You can do what you want, and I will help you make a bow.
Okay. I for sure like the wire.
Okay.
And you said we can add these on layer, right?
Yep, you can add those. Yep.
All right. So
you ready to go with the bow?
I'm ready to go.
Okay. could put your bow on the top.
Okay.
You could put it on the side. You can put it at the bottom. You can put it
Can I
anywhere
put it on
you
the
want to.
side on the top?
You can put it anywhere you want to.
All right, I think I'm gonna put it right there.
All right, so would you like to tie it on?
Okay, yeah,
So these are your 2 ties.
okay.
Do you want me to do it, or I'll hold, you tie?
I'll do it.
And then you fluff after you're done. Decide where you want things, and then we'll go back in and we'll put the glue in. There you go.
All right, look at there. And we have a finished product. Beautiful.
That's beautiful. You did a great job.
Thank you.
So we have hangers too, or you can hang it just underneath. Just hook it right on the thing. That's how I typically do them, but some people like to have a hanger put on. It's up to you.
Perfect. And okay, before we head out, for folks who are interested in creating a cookie wreath like this, how long, or just joining the Nailed It classes, how long is a class?
I would say 2 to 3 hours. You should budget time for doing those. If it's something where you're getting a cut piece of wood and you're simply going on and embellishing it with paint stain or, accessories, you're talking more on the hour and a half. Now on some of those, specifically on the quick and crafty classes, you can actually do more than one project too.
Well, is there anything else that you want to let people know about Inspired Lumber Workshop before we get going?
Just think about it over the holidays. If you really want to support your local artists, come in and shop with us. We are in the midst right now of putting our marketplace together, so we should by Black Friday, have our place fully ready to go with all kinds of holiday crafts and things for people to come in and do. Everything made right here within the workshop. So yeah, support local. We always want to support our local artists here within the community.
We definitely do. Well, Anna, thank you so much for having me in today. That's it for this episode of Unscripted. Tune in every Monday on fox36.com for a new episode.